We're not for a moment trying to talk you out of the manifestation of the stuff you want. We just want to convince you that what you really want is to fill that emptiness by filling you up with the wholeness of who you are. We want you to feel the vibrational energy of the whole of that which you are. We want you to, as contrast has caused you to put this expanded version of you into this vibrational reality, we want you to understand that it is only in the allowing yourself the vibrational resonance with that expanded version of you that you will ever find satisfaction or contentment. It's not about the stuff you bring, it's about the alignment you achieve, you see. So once the alignment is achieved, as so many of you are doing all day, every day, then the stuff must follow. If you don't need the stuff as the evidence of your accomplishment, but you will let the improved emotion be the evidence of your accomplishment, the stuff will get here a whole lot faster. But it will be irrelevant. Because when you want the stuff for the improved feeling, and you discover the instant manifestation of getting into the vortex and the improved feeling, then you begin to view your world in a whole different way. So we just want you to know that once you understand these laws of the universe, that once you understand what your emotions mean, once you understand that your emotions are your indicator of your proximity to this vortex of creation that is really you, it is our expectation that you are going to become someone who so wants to be in the vortex that you are willing to let go of all that nitpicking out of the vortex conversation that just wastes time, really. You never sort anything out. Did you know that 100% of politics is outside the vortex? In other words, they're doing good work in the sense that they're doing step one work. In other words, step one, contrast helps you to ask. That's step one. Step two is source takes that rocket of desire and runs with it and holds it and becomes it and beams it steadily. And step three is you catch a whiff of the beam and move yourself into vibrational alignment with it. In other words, everything is about your proximity to your vortex. So sometimes people talk about faith. They have faith that something that they haven't seen happen will happen. And we say the true definition of faith is the understanding of the laws of the universe, understanding that your source stands in complete compliance and becoming of the expanded version of you. And when you understand the reality of that, and you pay attention to the way you feel, you can trust that anything that you want will be. Then it's just a matter of discipline. Then it's just a matter of directing your mind. Esther got on a sort of rampage where she was basking her way to sleep every night and then awakening in the morning and coming back into basking and appreciating and then moving right into some focus wheels, which we'll talk about here today, which cleaned up some random screwy vibration. And then she'd go into a list of positive aspects and off into a rampage of appreciation. And she was just tuning herself into the vortex deliberately, getting into the vortex, which simply means releasing any thought that would hold her out. That's all that being in the vortex means. It's cleaning up your vibration, ridding yourself of resistant thought that holds you out of the vortex. And then she began to notice that life from inside the vortex. First she began to say to Jerry, I had no idea how often I was not in the vortex until I got in and really felt what it feels like. From inside the vortex, there is a clarity and a feeling of well-being. It's like being soothed. It's like knowing the all is wellness. It makes things that have loomed large seem nitpicking and unimportant, while the well-being is what radiates. And so, as they find themselves, by deliberate focus more and more often inside the vortex, then the universe can play the game of cooperative components from inside the vortex. In other words, imagine being vibrationally inside your vortex and therefore emotionally soaring with fun and frisky and thrill and love, and moving around your physical planet under those conditions. Do you have any idea how many cooperative components there are moving through your freeways, moving on your highways, moving around you at all times, who are also in the vortex, that when you are in the vortex and they rendezvous with you, the sublime interaction, the successful interaction, the profitable interaction, the well-being interaction. In other words, you just want to get in the vortex. We know you do. You may not know it in the way that we know it, but once you get in there and feel the fullness of your life just a little bit, you're never going to be satisfied not being deliberately and consciously inside the vortex again. We want you to have all of the things that you want. We want the material aspects of your life to frame up for you. We want you to have the money and the cars and the relationships and all of the physical state of beings. We want all of that stuff for you that you call the physical reflections or manifestations of your time-space reality. We want that for you. But more than that, we want for you to experience the sublime, delicious, intoxicating, addictive feeling of coming into full concert with who you are as you then watch all of those material things manifest around you.